Hey guys, it's me Tiffany here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're reacting to the final episode of Dead Friends Forever. I'm nervous, scared. I don't know. I just don't know what I'm feeling. I have no idea how they're gonna end it. I said this last week. I have no clue. I've managed to avoid every spoiler possible. I know they had their event yesterday and they told the fans who went not to put out any spoilers, so I know that things were vague out in the internet, but it's been many hours since it's been aired and I've managed to avoid everything, mind the fact that I have not been on Twitter a lot today either, trying my best to avoid everything. So yeah, I'm nervous. Oh wait, we should change our color. I'm gonna do this. If you didn't watch my City of Stars reaction, but I got this new lamp and it changes color, so we're gonna do red. Is that too scary? We're gonna do red because that's danger, and this show is a danger to my sanity. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, after BOC's love of long ass recaps, we haven't been here every single week. Okay, he knocked everybody out, including Phee. And there's a lot of discussion about, I don't know, there's a lot of discussion about the one that he smoked, the one he's smoking, had I forgot which one, it doesn't have an X on it, or it had an X on it. But I was under the impression that I don't know. I think either way will work, I guess. Never mind. But he never trusted Phee since the beginning, so he told Phee the wrong one to smoke for the antidote. I have this theory that maybe it doesn't really matter because if you smoke it before, you're immune, and then you smoke it afterwards, the one doesn't have the antidote, the drug, and you're immune to it, so you don't get affected. But they all knocked out when he smoked that one with the X. I don't know. We're gonna keep watching. Oh, it's his mask. What does he have? What is that? Oh. Oh, what's the thing? Enhance the hallucination. His fear of not being a doctor, because he's been involved with all these things. Ooh. What do you push? Are those tools? Here comes White. Oh no, never mind. Oh my gosh, he's placing weapons next to each of them so they can attack each other or themselves. He's trying to kill them. Oh, wait, how long is this episode? Oh, it's kind of short. I expected it to be a little longer, but okay. His fear because he's been a bystander to all of this. Ooh. Oh, Ken. Ooh, so bloody. None.
ทั้งนั้นกูไม่ได้ทำแต่มึงก็ไม่ได้ห้ามให้มันถ่ายนี่แม่งก็เหมือนฆ่ากูทั้งเป็นอ่ะขอโทษได้ไหมอ่ะแสดงว่ามึงก็อยากถ่ายเหมือนกันนะดิเปล่าเลยกูไม่ได้อยากถ่ายจริงถ่ายกูบอกให้ถ่ายเดี๋ยวดิมึงถ่ายกูไม่ได้ทำอะไร
Oh shit. Is he gonna stab his eyes? Oh my fucking god. Oh, that's a needle kit then. Gosh. Oh, gross. It's so gross. Oh my god. Okay, this is top sphere now. I thought he died. But I thought you. Oh. I guess he's not dead yet. Like. Ooh.
ไอ้ท้องมึงเป็นไรไอ้โดนเว้ยผีโดนนั่งจะมาฆ่ากูแล้วก็ตามมาฆ่ามึงทุกคนอ่ะใจเย็นหน่อยพี่ท็อปพี่โดนเขาหายตัวไปแล้วไม่ใช่เหรอพี่เจอยังไงอ่ะนั่นดิน้องก็หายตัวไปไม่ใช่เหรอมันเป็นผีได้ยังไงกินน้ำสักหน่อยพี่
Don't drink the water. What did I say? His fear is none because he's the one who has been like involved in everything. Ooh. Ooh. I was like the whole time in the past few episodes, like, when is somebody gonna fall down the stairs? But they both did. Broke their necks. T's turn.
ให้กูทำอะไรอ่ะถ้าตีอยากช่วยเราอ่ะนี่เป็นวิธีเดียวเราไม่ไหวแล้วอ่ะทำไม่ได้แต่เราอยู่แบบนี้ไม่ได้เลยนะเว้ยเงินนั่นอ่ะต่อให้เราทำงานจนตายอ่ะเราไม่ก็หามาไม่ได้อยู่ดีอ่ะกูบอกว่ากูจะช่วยมึงไงมึงก็ทำหน่อยดิวะมึงฆ่ากูไม่
ฆ่ากูไม่กูทำไม่ได้ฆ่ากู
Oh, it's gonna be towards white.
ตัวกูโอ้ยตัวกู
พี่ตีทำไมพี่ตีพูดอย่างนี้เอาไว้อะ
กูรับปากจะรอมึง2 ปี กูไม่เคยมีคนอื่น กูเปลี่ยนตัวเอง กูเปลี่ยนทุกอย่างแต่มึงมันกับใครก็ได้เหรอวะ
ไม่ใช่พี่ตี
His fear is losing
วันนี้
P
ไปกับใครอะไปก็มีแต่พี่ตีอะพี่ตี
and losing P's trust. Ooh, like their fear is like intermingling. Cool. Where's all this blood coming from?
ถ้ามึงไม่อยากตายอะก็ฆ่ากูซะมันไม่ได้เป็นแบบนี้อะมันไม่ได้เป็นโรคอะพี่ตีอย่าทิ้งไว้ไปอะ
ไม่ได้กูทำไม่ได้
แต่พี่ตีบอกไปเป็นรอยยิ้มของพี่ไม่ใช่เหรอ
That's why it looked like I was confused between like these two fears because like from the preview it looked like T was killing White with he was holding a knife, but in the preview from episode 11 it showed like White like they're pulling against each other. I was wondering like why did it look like he's holding a knife? Because there's a scene of him holding a knife and it's because their fears are like mixed together. It's jumping back and forth because there is a knife in real life there. It's a really good like cinematography like directing I think way of doing it because he's gone. White's dead. But it's a good directing because these two have been paired together throughout the whole series. And their stories kind of like, you know, are together.
Cưngครับ ผมมาที่นี่ทุกวันก็เพราะพี่นะ โอมไหม
อะไร
เอาไหมพี่ทิ้งผมเข้าไปเรียนก่อนชัดเลยอะ
ก็ไม่เห็นเป็นไรเลยนี่เขาก็จะรอไง มึงเป็นอะไรก่อนมึงเป็นอะไรใช่ไหมมึงอย่ามาหลอกกูมึงเป็นอะไรใช่ไหมมึงมาหลอกกูใช่ไหมมึงเป็นอะไรใช่ไหมตอบกูสิไอ้นนท์ตอบกูก่อนมึงตอบกูมึงมาหลอกกูทำไมไอ้นนท์มึงเป็นอะไร
It's non
มึงมาหลอกกูทำไมไอ้นนท์มึงเป็นอะไรทำไม
นอน
ไ
His fear is getting exposed because he exposed others. How is he gonna die though? I'm gonna figure out, like, how is T gonna die? Because his fear was past. I don't know, actually. Just keep watching. Ooh, the scissors. Oh my gosh, if he...
พี่ถ้าเราไม่อยู่อ่ะพี่จะดีใจใช่ไหมพี่ไม่เคยคิดแบบนั้นหรอจะปล่อยกูตายหรือไง
It's like he's like half in, half out. Like he knows it's fake, but he still can't push through the hallucination. Maybe because he hasn't had as much, and he might have like still like the antidote in his body, in his system.
นนอยากให้เรารอดนนเราเจ็บทำไมไม่ช่วยเราอ่ะคำว่าปกป้องอ่ะแค่พูดไปงั้นใช่ไหมเราขอโทษเราไปไม่ทันจริงๆไม่ทันเหตุผลมึงมีแค่นี้เองเหรอกูโดนย่ำยีแค่ไหนมึงไม่เคยมาช่วยจนกูตายกูขอโทษนนมึงอยากกูไปตายใช่ปะนี่ไงกูก็ตายสมใจอย่างนะนี่ไม่อยากกูตายแบบไหนอะเราไม่ได้ตั้งใจให้มันเป็นแบบนี้นะนนเรารักนนนะรักเหรอรักก็ไม่ตายไปมึงไม่ใช่นน
See?
นนไม่มีทางพูดแบบนี้
He's half aware at least.
ไม่มีทางพูดแบบมึงไม่ใช่นนคนขี้ขาดอย่างมึงมึงไม่ใช่ก็แหกตาดูกูตายอีกรอบก็แล้วกันจะปล่อยกูตายหรือไงนนมึงไม่ใช่นน
You put a box cutter next to me.
ถ้าเราไม่อยู่พี่จะดีใจใช่ไหมพี่ไม่เคยคิดแบบนั้นเลยนะนนท์หรอไม่เห็นกูตายแบบไหนอะ
He's like pulling himself away.
Nôn ใช่ปะ ใช่
He's out of it.
เป็นไรอ่ะ
See, like I said earlier.
เฮ้ย อะไร
Oh, yeah.
มึงหลอกกูมึงวางแผนนี้มาอยู่แล้วใช่ปะ
มึงอยากรู้ความจริงเรื่องน้องกูไม่ใช่เหรอ
Yeah, I know, but not kill everybody. Dude.
มึงก็ได้รู้แล้วไง
Oh, we're gonna see new Sphere too. Yo. Wait, but he has an anecdote on him. I guess, like, it's a heavy dose. But he gave...
กูไม่อยากให้เพื่อนเกลียดกูอ่ะ กูขอโทษ นี่เราจะไปห้ามมันจริงๆเหรอวะ มึงอยากห้ามมันก็ไปห้ามมันดิ
Okay, so that's not true. You know what? I'm gonna give up on the thinking about the stupid exes.
Nôn เป็นไงบ้าง เรียนหนักหรือเปล่า พี่ไม่ได้กลับมาที่บ้านบ้างเลยนะ พี่ไม่รู้ว่ามันจะเกิดเรื่องทั้งหมดขึ้นไม่งั้นพี่ไม่ไปหรอกงั้นพี่ก็อยู่ช่วยนนท์ได้อะพี่ก็ช่วยนนท์มาโดยตลอดไม่ใช่เหรอ แล้วมันจะมีประโยชน์อะไรอ่ะนนท์ไม่อยู่แล้ว นนท์ก็อยู่ตรงนี้มาโดยตลอด อยู่กับพี่ตลอดเลย พี่ทำให้นนท์มาโดยตลอดไม่ใช่เหรอ
He killed for him.
ผมขอบคุณพี่มากๆ นนท์ขอบคุณพี่จริงๆเหรอ
Doesn't this feel like a fear, though? Like his fear could be like, no, it doesn't make sense to him. He's seeing this hallucination and his fear is disappointing none.
โชคดีนะที่ไว้เรียนวิศวะคอมมา มากกว่านี้พี่ก็ไม่รู้ละ ผมยังไม่ทำอะไรเลยนะพี่ พี่นิว นอน 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 นอน
His fear is non's death.
รอกูอยู่นี่นะกูต้องกลับไปช่วยตีนอน
Oh shit.
มึงหาน้องกูใช่ไหมมึงหาน้องกูมึงหาน้องกูไอ้ตายมึงหาน้องกูมึงตายเลยเหี้ยตายเลยเหี้ยว้ายเหี้ยมึงตายเลยเหี้ยปล่อยกูปล่อยกูปล่อยกูมึงต้องเข้าใจขอหัวกูน้องกูไม่ได้อะไรแล้วผมเพิ่งเจอนนท์มาแต่นนท์ไม่ตายแล้วกูช่วยนนท์ไม่ได้กูช่วยนนท์ไม่ได้เอาอยู่แค่นี้มันใกล้จะถึงแล้วด้วยมึงมาเอาใจหน่อยเนี่ยกูคุยกับนนท์นนท์บอกกูไว้หลายแสนที่พวกอีเนี่ยนี่นั่นมันแค่หลอนวินิวนนท์ตัวจริงไม่มีทางจะไม่พี่ทำแบบนั้นแน่นอนนนท์อยากให้กูหลายแสนเลยนนท์บอกกูมาแบบนี้นนท์ต้องการแบบนี้พวกมันต้องตายพวกมันต้องตายกันให้หมดมึงรู้เหี้ยปล่อยกูเหี้ยปล่อยกู
Ooh, shit.
กูเหี้ย
Ooh. He still has his gun though. Oh my god, is he gonna shoot new? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I said. Look at that. Is he gonna have enough? Oh, he's gonna see white. White literally just met the wrong people. Just only 3 of them survived. I was really hoping everybody dies, but okay. Okay. Actually, I don't know. Maybe they're gonna like, something else is gonna happen. Oh, the fucking time skip. 2 years later.
ฮัลโหลมึงอยู่ไหนเนี่ยไม่รับสายกูเลย
นี่มึงถึงไทยแล้วเหรอ
ถึงละนี่มึงยังออกกองไม่เสร็จอีกเหรอ
ยังเลยว่ะน่าจะเสร็จประมาณ6 โมงอะ
ถ้ามึงยังอย่างนี้กูไม่น่ามาหามึงเลยว่ะกูน่าจะอยู่จนเรียนจบไปเลย
ถ้ามึงไม่มานะแล้วกูบินไปรับมึงกลับมานี่เลย แต่เพิ่งงอนนะ เดี๋ยวเรารีบไป
แล้วนี่กูอยากแวะไปหาไอ้ตีมันด้วยว่ะไม่รู้ว่าเป็นยังไงบ้าง
ไอ้ตีเหรอปล่อยปล่อยปล่อยปล่อยมันไม่ดีขึ้นเลยว่ะ
สงสารไอ้ตีว่ะฆ่าคนรักด้วยมือของตัวเองแม่งน่าจะรู้สึกผิดไปตลอดชีวิตกูอยากจะช่วยมันนะแต่กูไม่รู้จะช่วยยังไงดีวะ
ไม่มีใครช่วยมันได้หรอก มันต้องผ่านเรื่องนี้ไปได้ด้วยตัวมันเอง ไม่รู้ว่าไหนจะปวดกว่ากัน คนที่จากไปแล้ว หรือคนที่ยังอยู่ แต่ผ่านเรื่องนั้นมาได้อะขอบคุณนะ ที่ยังอยู่กับกู
กูก็ขอบคุณมึงเหมือนกันนะ ที่ให้อภัยกูกับทุกสิ่งที่กูทำในอดีต
Ooh. Oh. He's hallucinating. But why? How?
พี่ มึงจะลงน้ำทำไมวะ
จิน วันนั้นที่บ้านหุบเขาอะเราออกกันมายังไง
They don't remember?
คิดไม่ออกว่ะ
Oh,
ผมก็ไม่
fuck!
เหมือนกันก็ออกมาได้ ได้ใช้ชีวิตปกติ เพื่อนเราตายตั้งเยอะนะเว้ย ไม่มีข่าว
This is not real. This is not real. Cause like I was like 2 years later, they're really giving us a time jump, but for them, they don't remember shit either. So it's like for them, it's like also like just like man, they magically went on with their life. Oh my gosh.
ไม่มีการสืบสวน ไม่มีเหี้ยอะไรเลยเกี่ยวกับบ้านหุบเขาหลังนั้นอะ
Yo,
มันเป็นไปได้เหรอวะ
yo, this is not real.
มึงก็กล้าจะเสือก
This is like a dream or
ที่เรา
something.
จำไม่ได้ว่า เราออกจากบ้านหลังนั้นยังไง อาจเป็นเพราะว่า
This is not
เรา
real.
ออกจากบ้านหลังนั้นมาเลย
Yeah. Oh shit. Wait. That's it? Ain't no way. It's a fucking cliffhanger. But it's so on point for the writer of this show. She gives an ending. Like an ending is like somewhat satisfying for CP fans, but not for like mystery solving fans, like wanting an ending, which I should have expected it. But okay. I think I can make out, and I am not upset with this ending. Like, do I wish we got something more out of it? yeah, but I'm not like satisfied with the ending, but I'm content with the ending. If you like, okay, first of all, I do have to say this because I feel like there's a lot of talk on social media about the characters and people wanting more from it, and I personally, based on what I know from the director, not the director, the screenwriter and her novels and stuff like that, is that it tends to be like her storylines are very detailed and you need to read in between the lines for the stories, but her characters are never the most in-depth character. Like they're all these characters are important for the storyline, but they don't individually need or have a big behind this like background story. Like for White, for example, I felt like people were upset about White last episode is because people started reading too deep into this character. They started reading too deep into Tan/News character, where to the point where people have started convincing themselves. Like for me, I was like, oh my god, Tan White is a thing. White has a secret behind the scenes. I never had that thought until I started going back on social media, going back on like reading people's theories and thoughts, because I think from like episode 8ish or something, I was able to go back and read what everybody's thinking because I caught up and stuff like that. Before that, I've avoided a lot of things, and it wasn't until I started reading theories and thoughts until I started making up these big, elaborate plans. And I'm learning that because I didn't do this for Man of Death or Triage, because those shows I just chose not to look at Twitter or something like that. I don't remember. I wasn't on Twitter as much as like back then, I guess. But for those shows, I was super satisfied because I wasn't reading theories. I love making theories and thoughts and hearing the theories and thoughts because it's really fun. I do that with Marvel shows all the time. But there are certain shows out here, especially these type of shows, I think that reading too deep into these characters really affect how you're going to view this show. And it's not just the show, actually. It's also like, I'm a big Marvel fan. The same thing happens. I think I walk into a movie, to a show, like, I don't know, like Ant-Man and the like the new Ant-Man Quantumania. I was so into the theorizing and thoughts of what's going to happen in the big picture. I ended up hating the show. But when I went back and rewatched just for the fun of it, I'm like, oh, this is just a fun movie to watch. A fun, super standalone superhero movie. And then this comes into play with all of, I don't know how to say her name, like, this director, and stuff. It's like, you don't think too much about, it's like, think about it, read between the lines, theorize, make your thoughts, and make opinions about it, but don't go too deep into it. I think that's my thought into the show, because like this episode now I'm happy with what they got. I think that some people might be upset, like, oh, we thought there's gonna be more happening, like the ending's not satisfying, but like I came into this episode not giving a fuck about my theories anymore and my thoughts and like how I want each character to go, how it's gonna go, and I'm happy with it. I feel like I came in last episode, I was like so into the details that people are saying, the theories, and just connecting the dots that I'm like, I was like, wait, doesn't make sense. Try thinking, adding and stuff like that. I'm like letting it go and just enjoying it. This is a fucking great show, and there's a lot of parts of it that really, really worked super well. For example, the hallucination. I think directing wise and just acting wise, I love the comparison between T and White's like fears, because like it's like throughout this series we've seen them as a couple, like I said this earlier, seen them as a couple, connecting them as a couple throughout this whole series. A lot of the times T and White are just shown together because White is the reason why T is like sane, I guess, and then like he's able to like be happy again, and connecting that and his and White's fear really makes sense because White isn't so in love with T, and like he sees T as his perfect man, not perfect, but like really good person. So like his fear is like him not being able to be able to be as good as T, and that's why his fear is like, that's why I think he has like the little like boils, and then like he's saying all the fears of like T not wanting to be with him anymore. And then for T, he's feared because he killed Nun. He is the reason why Nun has led to this point, you know. I think from like giving him the horse accounts to like, you know, pushing all to the point where Nun died is all his involvement. If he did not do the first step of it, all of this would not happen the way it did. So that is his fear, and he sees it like through White, the one he loves the most, because he feels super guilty about Nun. So to take away that to take away his happiness is like another step of that, like that guilt. And like he like he lives upon that. I'm not gonna get into P and Jin yet because I have a lot more thoughts on that as well. And for Fluke's character and for what's Jet's character's name? Top, I think like Jet's character just fear because he broke the camera and all this like spiraled into this big mess. So like being fear of Non makes a lot of sense. And then Fluke being a bystander makes a lot of sense as well because Fluke like hurting his eyes as well because he never really done the action. He's never done anything. He's always been there, sitting there, being the bystander, watching everything happen without saying a word. So like just him like seeing all that, like stabbing his eyes and everything makes a lot of sense. Like all of these things make sense when you're going back and looking at what happened, the stories of the story. And for what else is there? For Nu, obviously, his fear was Non dying because Non was his brother and his family, and like he wanted revenge, and he was like not able to get revenge. That's his fear, and at the end, he didn't die because of the hallucination and because of his fear, but he died because obviously P killed him because he's trying to save T. And I like the fact that the T is added into this because if he didn't go back and save T, I knew people would be like, why the fuck did you save Jin? Jin is the one who exposed Non, who like caused him to so it's yada 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 so on. And I like because like saving as much people as possible. That's what he did. He tried to save everybody as much. The only person left alive is T in that room. So there's that. And I'm not upset that Nu died. I feel like people will be upset that Nu died because he's the one who's getting revenge and. He's Non's brother and he's done all of this to get revenge on Non because these people are horrible people. But like I said in episode 10 and 11, I don't think that killing these people, even if they've done the worst of the worst, is the right thing. I don't agree with killing. So I personally just didn't like the fact that he chose to do this method of revenge instead of like using the right methods of like getting justice. That's my opinion. I have stance on that's like my stance and my ethical stance on it. Like, because like you're doing the worst things than what these people have done because you are committing pretty much manslaughter at this point. Like, I don't think that is manslaughter is not a justifiable method to get revenge. What else? Okay, now talking about P and Jin. I don't think this is obviously this is not definitely 100% on happy ending for P and Jin because we don't know what happened to them. I think the reason why they chose to give P and Jin this type of ending is because they were the winners of the hidden characters. I'm just saying, okay? And I have a lot of opinions on hidden characters. I'm not gonna watch the show. Please don't ask me to watch this show because I will not support Beyond Cloud in that method. But yeah. They are the winners, so obviously we needed to see something like cute, I guess, between these two. But like the thing is, it's not like they're living happily ever after because are they even alive? Is the question here. And I think I'm gonna start theorizing, which I just literally said don't theorize, not don't theorize, but like don't like over theorize. I think that's what I said earlier. But they like. At first, I was like 2 years. I fucking hate time jumps because like, why is that necessary? But the thing is, time jump makes a lot of sense because like, we want to know what the fuck happened. How did they get out? And I was like, damn, I wish we would know how they got out. Why are they like quote unquote happy now? And why didn't they get like arrested or get in trouble and stuff like that? But then he was like, do you remember how we got out? And so I was like, we're just like them. That is so fucking smart. You're putting the viewers into the character roles as well because we don't know what happened. They don't know either. And it's like this cliffhanger makes like possibility of so much. I know that Cooper is obviously not going to be, if you don't know, Cooper is going to the UK to continue his studies for 2 years, but he'll be still Beyond Cloud. So I don't know. I hope it's going to be similar to like, I don't know if he wants to, but like I hope like maybe the possibility, like similar to how Jab from Why Destiny, he studies in the US. He was a college student in the US and he was able to go back to summers to film shows. So he like filmed Why Destiny during the summer, I think when he was in his like sophomore. I forgot what year he was in, but stuff. And he also filmed like cameos from like Step and Step and stuff like that. So like he was able to do work still, and he was still under a Thai company, but he was still studying in the US. So possibility, maybe like not just like I don't want him. I don't have to see him in like a show or anything. I just want to see him maybe like doing some like events here and there, do some cameos here and there in future series from Beyond Cloud and stuff like that. I don't know. Just as a side note there, but. What does it say? Oh, this opens a possibility for so much, because this you can end this as a standalone show with a cliffhanger. We don't know what happened, and it brings into the idea of like the mystery of it originally, like the what Poor said in the first episode. He talks about this cursed thing that happened with human sacrifices. Like it kind of connects to that. It's like it's like a circle, if you know what I mean. Like there was this idea of the human sacrifice, and these people just disappeared out of anywhere, and then we're ending with a show like they just disappeared, or did they not leave or stay in the house, or are they haunting in the house? So it's rounded, if you know, like it's not a satisfying ending, but it connects to the beginning and how the story started, which I think is very satisfying for me as a viewer. But like I do like I don't know, I'm actually curious like what happened to them, but at the same time, artistically I can see where they're going with this, and in the future, because I know that the scriptwriter, she does universes, so obviously she has the Manner of Death universe with like Triage, and in the I think next year or so we have Show Me Your Mercy with what, I forget what channel it is. Is it channel 31? I don't remember what channel it's gonna be underneath, but there's that, like they have the whole universe there and stuff like that. So like I think she wrote this show just for them, but she can adapt it into a bigger storyline. We can bring out into another story, branching it into a bigger universe as well. So that opens possibility for all of these actors to go in. It might not be the same actors because they're dead, but it could bring into like a different storyline, maybe like alternate realities and like ghosts and like resurrections and stuff like that, because there's multiple times they brought up the mystical element of like curses and like religious aspects to it. So I think that's a really good way of just like bringing off, like these actors, they're not new actors, but like these are new actors for this company to work on and like they're getting attention now. So like it's a good, like opens a lot of doors for possibilities for continuing this series, but also making alternate universes for them as well. But yeah, and that's just about that. I'm satisfied, honestly. For a minute I was like, oh, maybe I wanted more, but like sitting down and thinking about it, I'm very satisfied, and really like I see the messages going out. It's interesting, but like overall this show, I would say I guess they're like a 8.5 out of 10. I don't do the rating as often anymore, but 8.5 out of 10, 10 being really great, the best show in the world, and 1 being horrible. And I say this all the time, I don't give 10s because there's no such thing as a perfect show, and this show is obviously not the most perfect show out there because there's no such thing. And I give it 8.5 because there's a lot of elements that I really enjoy, theorizing thoughts and conversing with people online about what they think is going to happen is the funnest part of watching these like mystical and suspense shows. And along with that, I think that the script writing and the character building was pretty good as well. I know like a lot of us are thinking like there should be more, but honestly, it's not like the bare minimum, but like there was pretty good story writing in this show, and I really enjoyed it. And I think it's bringing back to like the scriptwriter, her styling, 100%. I've never really been disappointed in the shows that her novels have been adapted to, or the scriptwriting she has done, except for like Bite Me. I think like she's really good at these like mystery and suspense shows. Like Bite Me was not good. I didn't like it, but like it was like, really different from her other shows that has been adapted. Wish Me Luck, the one with Fluke. I haven't seen it, so I heard it's like a funny, simple, like funnier, like shorter story to binge. So I haven't seen that yet. So I can't really give my opinion on it. But for Triage and Manner of Death, I think it really this show like fits perfectly with the other two shows that I've seen from her, and I think the elements are very similar. Elements in the sense of like her direction, her vision, her writing style, very similar, where you can't think too deep into it, but you still have to take a lot of time to think about her stories and stuff like that. And it's just like just not comparing with anything else, I feel like this episode is satisfying, but I feel like there was so much that like anticipation and build up that this ending didn't really like wrap it up totally, if you know what I mean. Like I talked about earlier, like the possibilities and the thoughts and like this like open ending, but I felt like it was like it's really satisfying to watch the action sequences and like the fight sequences throughout the maybe like episode 3-ish to maybe like last episode 11, but this final episode just didn't feel grand enough for it to be the final episode to me to watch. Maybe because I've watched other shows where like if when you're in a theater, like the ending of Kin Porsche, I don't know if because I'm comparing it because this is also Beyond Cloud series, but just like maybe a little bit longer, more thought, more adding into maybe news character a little bit, and like see exactly like maybe like make a bigger flashback of like a sequence of the story a little bit more. Maybe that would be more interesting. I can't pinpoint what it's missing, but at the same time I'm satisfied, if you know what I mean. I feel like I'm going in circles now, but yeah, that's my thoughts and my opinion for this episode. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm satisfied. I do want to add this because because I just thought of this when I was like getting ready to edit, but the idea that the ending, once again, going back to the ending, and this is maybe my neuroscience brain coming in because I'm taking neurobiology and I literally just took a test on like drugs and not drugs and just like different like chemicals and how it affects your brain and stuff like that. And I'm thinking like, though it's only been maybe like a few days with these drugs around in their system, but chemicals in your brain go into your brain, especially like hallucinogens. It's like no one really knows exactly how. Like, the brain is such a new thing that we're exploring that we don't know exactly how it's going to affect. And I might be just thinking too deep into this, but it could be that P and Jin and even T are still hallucinating. That even though this drug originally was supposed to induce fear and like your most biggest fear, which I don't know exactly the science behind that or if the possibility of that is, it's probably going to do with something like your hippocampus and your memories, but inducing fear and stuff like that, it could, like, one drug can never just hit one effect of your brain. There's usually multiple effects unless it's super well done, which I don't think New has that technology or that ability and knowledge to be able to just hit just the part of fear memory. So like this could be it bring, I don't want to bring into like the universe thing, but I'm just going to straight scientifically. It could have affected, it could have, like, the receptors could have been bound to the drug of like positive memories and positive things. We just didn't focus on that in the series. But the thing is, for New's fear, it wasn't a fear. Like, there was part of it is a fear of like losing Nun and not able to get revenge for Nun, but at the same time it's like a happy ending for him in a way, like, because as he was dying, he kind of resolved, like he's heard Nun saying like, thank you for taking revenge for me, and that ties into, it could be like, because T and White, not T, just T and P and Jin have these drugs and still in their system with the antidote in their system, that they and as they were dying, similar to how New was, they were hallucinating happiness. But like, I don't know, it doesn't really fit with T, but for P and Jin really makes sense for me. Just similar how New, as he died, he kind of had this like happy moment, and that's what's happening. And I don't think there's a 2 years later. I think they're still at the same time, but they're like outside and they're still stuck in the house, but as they were dying, they saw happiness. Because that really matches up what New is. And if for T, I think he might not get as much hallucinations, or like he just doesn't have any happiness left, because all the people that he was happy with and content with, he killed White. He saw that he killed White, and so he doesn't have that happiness anymore, any possible happy thought or memories possible, and he doesn't see a future. That's why he's been stuck in that fear moment constantly still, and not, as he died, he doesn't see any happiness or resolution. But for P and Jin, they were able to have those because they still think that they're able to get out. So they saw those euphoric moments. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on my social medias and link down below. See you next time. Bye.